What's going on, y'all? I'm Brandon Atlanta Man Bang, coming to you live right here, Coach's Corner, the center of the universe. Another episode of Rubbin' and Grubbin'. Rubbin' is racing, grubbin' is tasting. Man, I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday night. Got to give a big shout out, as always, John and Dale Henderson, owner operators here at Coach's Corner. Amazing folks, amazing people. Hey, man, if you're on the way home, feel like cooking, swing by Coach's, man. I'm telling you, got the grub for you for sure. So, got a lot to go over, man. A lot of NASCAR news in Atlanta. An amazing weekend. I'm starting to get my voice back for sure. But I tell you what, man, it was a really good time as always. Friends, family. The most one of my favorite trips, if not my favorite trip that I do every single year. Just so many memories are made, so many enjoyable moments, laughs, this, that. Gotta give a big shout out to everybody over there in Turn Two crew. Turned out this year, had a really good time, man. God, I can't wait till the summertime. We'll be back in it full force. So love that for sure. But hey, if you're new to tuning in the show, the way we like to start this out is what we call the word of the day. I have no idea what it's going to be. Lawrence will throw it up there. At the end of it, I say it's age appropriate. If you're over 20, you're going to take a sip of your favorite adult beverage. If you're under 21, man, it's Wednesday. Get some Kool-Aid. Stay up late. Patty's Day is coming up. Might as well pregame a little bit, man, and have fun too. So last week's was turn two, which probably talked about my folks a few times. Probably had a pretty good buzz. But this week's word's gonna be, I have no idea, man, but play along, y'all. So getting to that NASCAR news, I tell you what, man, if you follow us here on Rubbin' and Grubbin', you know I had him fourth on the list last week, and that's Christopher Bell, baby. I tell you what. Like I said, I'm not a Toyota man. I love Chevy, but I like Christopher Bell. Really young talent, goes into Atlanta, locks it down, locks himself into the playoffs. You might as well chalk that up. Ain't like he's going to DNF 25 more times. So Christopher Bell in there. Like I said, man, I'm going to say if you're going over and under on this year, I'll take over 3 wins for Christopher Bell. I think he can easily get it done on quite a few tracks. We know when we go to New Hampshire, he is going to be hard to beat. So we'll see what he can do. But great win there for him. Getting in that truck series, man. KFB. Kyle Busch spanked that ass, baby. I'll tell you that. Kyle Busch spanked him up pretty hard there in Atlanta, as he always does when he gets in that truck series. Man, what a move though, right there at the end. I thought he lost it, and came back and got him at the line. Great race there. Amazing job for KFB, and I mean that's just what he does, wins, right? Xfinity Series there in Atlanta didn't disappoint either, y'all. I'll tell you what. I looked at Lawrence. I don't know. I think when they qualified, and I said Jesse Love, man, that's it. And I think we dropped 50 on Jesse, $50 bet on Jesse Love to win that race. And I tell you what, watching Austin Hill running around there, I'm like, there's no way these guys can do this. There's no way they can let him again. There's no way they can do this. But hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But an awesome run there as well. Good Xfinity race. I love it. I love where we're going, man. I think we're moving up. I think we're moving up, and I think we're headed in the right direction as an overall in the sport. Atlanta showcased it this past weekend. All three really good races, really good finishes. What more can you ask for, man? You saw it. Atlanta Motor Speedway, baby. The best track on the circuit, if you ask me. So if you haven't yet, y'all, go out, like, share, follow, all that social media, man. You can find us on Instagram, YouTube, or Twitter, Facebook. Most importantly, hit the YouTube, subscribe to that. Got a lot of giveaways. Speaking of giveaways, we're going to give this away at the end of last year. We're going to give it away hopefully soon. So what we're going to do, anybody that's watching the show right now, go on that YouTube, go on this, just me where Ryan Blaney is going to finish this week. All right. If you predict the correct finish, I don't care if it's 31st, first, second, whatever. If you tell me he's going to finish seventh, he finishes seventh, the helmet's coming to you. If we have a tie, we'll go, a random generator next week on the show. But at the end of the day, if you can tell me from this week forward, moving forward, where Ryan Blaney finishes, the first person that does correctly wins that helmet, man. We got so many other giveaways, but that checkered flag for charity is what's most important. Like I say all the time, we got a lot of things we're doing this year. Starting it out, like I said, a buddy of mine, family, might as well say family. It is a family to me, a brother to me. Helping his dad out. If you're new to tuning in, whatever car number wins is what we donated in. Hell, Lawrence, tell me that bucket up here, man. Let's throw some money in this bad boy. I owe it $1. So that goes in. I owe it the buck. Christopher Bell won, which is convenient because anything under Christopher Bell, it's always a 20. Brings it to $64. But with that being said, dude, we're getting ready to kick off the concert series here in the Sound Garden. We'll talk about that a little bit later going on. But if you ever come up during the summer, trying to spread some love to the community, give into a good charity, go home with maybe a prize, man. Come up to Coaches when you come to the Sound Garden, bring some cash, get into the cooler full of joys. We got some other giveaways. We're getting ready to crank some things up here in the next couple weeks as far as a little new generation, trying to get some youth involved into it, get some youth in the sport. We're going to be doing card breaks as well. So anyway, stay tuned. I'll give you all the info as that. But like I say, anytime you come into Coaches, if you want to donate in a checker flag for charity, donate to the cause. Doesn't matter. Nickels, pennies, dimes, 10, 20, 150s, whatever you got to give, baby. Throw it in there. That's all it's about. Feel good for you, doing good for the community. And it best part is it all stays local, man. So, viewership, like I just mentioned, is up, man, and this is something we need to talk about. Xfinity and Truck Series viewership is up on the CW, which, if you would have said that to me last year, I would have said no way. But it really is. So, I'm hoping that maybe as we go forward, some of this viewership from the CW trickles forward to Fox and USA or NBC or Peacock or whatever. Hey, I'm looking at it like that. I think we're in the streaming era. I think that we're getting it toned in a little bit better, and I like to see that. So hopefully the numbers on Sunday continue to rise as well. Moving forward, I'll keep you posted for sure. So, like I said, man, if you guys, I want to drop a line here real quick. If you guys have seen some of the paintings that I've had on the show, and if you're a patron and you watch the show on a weekly basis, a buddy of ours does paintings. All right, Steven, my buddy Steven. Okay, probably one of the best dudes that I know. All right, I'm gonna bring a painting up next week just to show it's already gone, it's already done. But I am going to commission him to do a couple more racing paintings during the year. Okay. But I'll bring one up and show you the talent that he has next week if you haven't tuned into the show. But if you're looking for anything, man, the man is down there commissioned, moved on from Coaches in a way, still comes back up, but he's outside of Daytona Beach down there in Florida, getting his thing together. I love Steven's story, man. If you don't know anything about it, I'm telling you, just check his Instagram out and watch this man's journey over the last few years. It's amazing, and the talent he has as far as drawing it. So I'm dropping his handle here at SJ Such 22. Commission him for paintings. Doesn't matter if it's your pet, sports teams. I mean, the man has some talent. I'm telling you right now, I probably bought, I don't know, I say six now, 5 or 6 paintings off of him now. Just an amazing talent. So definitely make sure you check him out, and we'll have a giveaway. I'll give away a painting from him at some point in time this year. Um, Maybe if you do it right, hit it right, we might make it a few different. I think I'll get him a painting with a few different drivers in there. Well, maybe a memorable moment of the year, halfway through the season. We'll see, but I'll get him on it, man, for sure. But check him out. Like I said, at SJ Such 22. It is the Sam Bass of rubbing and grubbing is what it is, baby. You know what I mean? Sam Bass did a lot of things for NASCAR. Artistry has always been in there. As far as rubbing and grubbing goes, the man's the artist, so I got him locked in. Hey, getting ready to get into that who's hot and who's not. But before we do, got to give a big shout out to my main man, Parker Eccles, owner operator over there, Arbor Man Tree Service, the best tree service in Savannah. I tell you what, them boys know how to throw it down. And I met some of his employees, and I tell you what, Parker's got a real crew. Telling you, man, the best in the business. Make sure you give them a call. You'll see that number scrolling all night long. Locally owned, locally operated. Doesn't matter what it is. Full tree removal, stump grinding, need some limbs cut back, estimate. Make sure you give Arbor Man a call over there. Parker, I love you, brother. You know that. I got you as always. And summertime, man. Hope to see you back. So getting into the who's hot, baby. I'm still going Chevys. I ain't lying to you. I don't give a dang. I'm still going Chevy. Chevy showed out, man. Kyle Busch running strong, to be honest. I mean, look at the finish at Daytona. Look at the finish at Atlanta. Running strong so far. Hendrick showing their little bit of force. Chevy to me, they, as I always expect, that'll be how it is. Chevy's gonna win championship this year. I'll take $5 right now. Anybody that watches the show and wants, well, I say Chevy championship. $5, lock it in. If you win, I pay you 5. If I win, I take all your $5. I don't care if all 411 subscribers we got right now. I'll take 5 on all of them. Let's do it. JGR coming in second, baby. Toyota. I tell you what, Christopher Bell locked that one in. Denny Hamlin looked good. Um, John Hunter Nemechek. There's some other guys out there in Toyota camp. They're looking strong this year. I think they have a little more solidarity, if you will, like solid week in and week out this year than what they did last year. Mile and a half program for Toyota was great. Super Speedway, we all know anybody can win there, but we'll see what they do. But I'll take Toyota second. Third, ain't a Ford. Ain't throwing no Ford on there, man. Come on. We got 2 manufacturers in Atlanta, baby. Atlanta Motor Speedway makes the hot list. I'm going to tell you guys like this. If you haven't been to the new Atlanta Motor Speedway, you are missing out for sure. It is definitely something different than what we've seen out of Atlanta ever. I feel like in the next few years, we're going to grow into something that is amazing, which we'll talk more about that in depth a little bit later on. But the racing there, what's known for now is finishes. Go back. Go back and look, man. Amazing finishes, whether they're close or whether it's a green, white checkered or whether it's multiple or whether it's this. I mean, just drama, drama, drama. Amazing finishes at Atlanta. Best track on the circuit. Dale Jr. said it. Why should we doubt Dale Jr.? Anyways, get into that who's not, baby. Ford. Can't even win. Two, run the track, get the pole. I don't know how many, 7 out of the top 10, 8 out of the top 10, qualifying, whatever it was. Come on, man. Lead the whole race and choke. Whatever. That sounds like a little championship. Yeah, I'm the baddest man on the planet. They gonna get smoked. Ford won't win. Ford ain't gonna win until Phoenix. Pretty good shot at Phoenix, but I'll say they won't win until past Las Vegas. I say Toyota and Chevy wins all the way. Toyota, Phoenix, and Vegas. Toyota and Chevy, and then a Ford to get a win once we get back out this way. We'll see, but that's my thoughts on it. NASCAR, baby, for not having ARCA series at Atlanta and traveling this schedule, which I hadn't talked about it. We'll go in a little harder about it. But at the end of the day, I mean, think about how cool it would be when you pull up like Atlanta and you got a doubleheader Saturday, right? You got both truck and Xfinity Saturday. Sunday, you got Cup Series race. But Friday night, ARCA, I mean, come on. You used to have it there. I've seen ARCA races at Atlanta. I think that they can reconfigure the ARCA series now that NASCAR bought it into being a for real system to travel around. I'm not saying every week, not 36, not 29. I'm saying let's go 8, let's go 16. Well, let's run some different tracks, obviously at Daytona, bring them to Atlanta. Logistics makes sense. Short travel for the drivers. They're going to bring probably the same car. And then maybe kill a couple weeks once we go out west, or whatever. But NASCAR's cold for not bringing it in. I'll tell you that. They need to get it together for sure. So, getting ready to get into that Atlanta recap. But before we do, we're going to pause for station identification, y'all. I'm going to tell you what. I need cold beer, Lawrence, and it ain't my favorite. I see the white labels on there. What? Beggars can't be choosers at this point. There it is, baby. We'll turn it backwards. One of them brown boys on the table. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Boy, it's been a while, Lawrence. You're all right. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday, man. Cheers, y'all. All right, man. So look, I'm gonna tell you guys like this. Atlanta did not disappoint. There in person, friends, family. One, the party and atmosphere was great. Everybody had a great time. Long nights. I mean, it was an amazing time as always. Love the Turn 2 crew, by the way. I'm telling you right now, nobody throws it down like that. The family there. I mean, we had people borrowing generators, we had buns, we had condiments, we had everything going out. You want something to eat? Here's cold beer, here's food, whatever it is. That's how it's been forever. Love it. Got to show out and show that hospitality to a few new folks and new followers on the show, which I really enjoyed. Got to see Tyler over there from AMS. He came up, popped up on the RV, watched a little bit of that Sunday race with me, and we got to talk NASCAR for a minute, which I always love. Zach Case throwing it down up there, had a good day up in Atlanta. We're going to have him up on the show here this year at some point in time. You know that. And obviously always going to be a staple. News, he's retiring. This is the last pretty much full run he's given it. Moved up in position here in Savannah, but I'm always going to get the insight from him. I promise you that. He'll always be on the show, always be a part of Rubbing and Grubbing. So didn't get to see him this year, unfortunately. I know, busy day and the family and just running around. But Zach, we love you, brother. And I tell you what, man, just an amazing race. I tell you, Atlanta is really a staple, and I really hope NASCAR starts to bring that back into play. We kind of got that Saturday night race, which is bonus. I like it in a way. I think we need to pack that out. I think gates need to open Wednesday and Thursday, Friday, Saturday type thing. Stay open Sunday, but whatever they do, it's full of racing. But I really think that spring date needs to move, and we'll talk about that later on in the year. But the spring date needs to be pushed back. I don't understand. Instead of going Daytona to Atlanta, we can't go Daytona, Miami, which the weather's great there, and then go out west and bring it back to Atlanta before we go to Daytona, and you still get your two super speedways back. I don't know, but we'll talk about it later. So, but hey, like I said, Ford looked great, baby. I mean, man, qualified great. Like last year looked good. Led a majority of the race, had good runs going, and all of a sudden, when it came down to it, they didn't. Man, I tell you what, 212 and 22 all looked strong. They really did. The six looked strong there for a while. 17 was up there. I mean, these guys all had really good runs, showing out. Don't get me wrong. I think you're going to start the year out great. About it last year. Horsepower, super speedway, Ford's going to be great. Phoenix, I expect over what they've done there the last couple of years, maybe not so much in the spring, but in the fall, they're going to bring a good package, right? But we all know, look, I'm telling you guys right now, mark my words, watch Ford and the Indy 500. Once we get past the Indy 500, watch what they do. All right. Once Penske gets done pumping money into Indy and gets the 500 out of the way and goes, okay, we had a good year, bad year, watch what does. I'm just telling you guys, summertime, they turn it on. So, really good runs there. Like I said, Bad Brad, my boy, you see it. Elliott had a little tangle. I was hoping he was going to run strong. I had him here. I had him up there. I had him in all kinds of stuff. But unfortunately, wasn't in the cards. They got a little tangle there at the end of stage two or towards the end of stage two. Both had fast cars. I really thought it was going to make a comeback and come back up through the field. Never got there, but is what it is, man. Ryan Blaney, as of right now, drift of the year. I'm telling you, that dude straight up hung 1 and 2 sideways, took it off the upside of the track, never rose it up onto the banking, kept it down there and drifted. Amazing save. Came back to finish 4-2. So, what a run right there for Ryan Blaney for sure. Again, congrats to Christopher Bell. The man came out, did his thing, but I bet you I didn't hear Christopher Bell complain about Carson Hocevar being aggressive. Promise you that, because that bump that Hocevar gave him coming down that back into 3 and 4 is probably what got him the win coming to that last little caution here, which we'll talk about what NASCAR needs to do with cautions later in the year too. But at the end of the day, a good run there for C. Bell, locked in that first one of the year, man. So all in all, I can't complain, man. Honestly, like I said, other than the date, I can't complain. That is amazing racing, and it really doesn't matter when we have it. The weather was beautiful. Wasn't raining. Wasn't as cold. It got cold at night. Yeah, it got cold, but you're going to deal with that. So I don't know what NASCAR needs to do. I don't know if we need to pack the season in tighter. I don't know if we need to start the season a little later and not take the bye weeks. I don't know what we need to do. Move some dates around. Obviously, we got to get everybody in. They do a really good job, but I think they could do better. So, all in all, like I said, a great weekend. Can't wait to get back there in June. It'll be my dad's birthday. The epic legend that taught me everything I know. So, hopefully, I can get him rolled up there. I'll roll him up there if I got to drag him up there. Hopefully, we'll get him up there. But so, go to preview, baby. Man, I tell you guys what, not my cup of tea at all, especially this road course. You guys know that. I'd rather see a Roval, and I ain't a fan of a Roval, not one bit. Daytona is better than Charlotte, I'll tell you that. I'll argue anybody blue in the face on that. Daytona Roval is a million times better than Charlotte. But at the end of the day, this is where we're going. True road course made for open wheel, GT3, whatever. It ain't made for NASCAR. We'll keep going back there, I guess, until they decide not to. Um, I don't like it. Not my cup of tea. We'll see who can do it. See who comes home with that win. Make sure you tune in Sunday, man. Better yet, come up to Coach's Corner right here in the Sound Garden. Million huge TVs. You see this one, but there's one, two, three that are 10 foot by 6 foot on the sides here. They'll be on the race or whatever your sporting venue is on Sundays. This is Savannah's home for NASCAR. Thunderbolt, Georgia, Coach's Corner, baby, right here. I'm telling you, man, come up and check it out. I've got to work. If I get off, it's a Texas race. What time to start? Like 2, Lawrence? 2? Nah, I won't be out on that. Nah, got to stay and make the money. I spent too much, lost too much on gambling on my boy up there. I tell you what, but at the end of the day, make sure you come out to Coaches, check it out, baby. So getting into those keys to victory, baby, sponsored by Liberty Forge. I tell you what, these are some badass American made wheels right here. I'm telling you guys right now, we got a friend. I've got one. I didn't bring it this week. I will bring it next week though. I've got one. They are amazing. They are custom cut. These are not like manufacturers, huge press. Like they don't have a warehouse of wheels, baby. When you call an order, they're cutting them out, or they might have a few, but they're cutting them out daily, and they are amazing quality, craftsmanship, all USA. One of the only two companies I think in the world, maybe it might be in the USA, but maybe in the world that have certain floating center caps, get them customized or whatever it is you want. Your logo, your company logo. All them big boys out there with big trucks, man. You want to show off. You got something showing up to the meet. You want something custom. Make sure you pick them up. Liberty Forge. And I'm telling you guys, they bang them out like no tomorrow. So get into those keys to victory. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a new key to victory this week that we hadn't had. Daytona, I think you can dial it in. COTA, you better unload fast, man. You better unload balance and you better unload well. All right. I think super speedway practice is like, oh, yeah, dial her in a little bit. Road course racing right here. You better bring a good piece, man. That is the number one key to victory. It is a total team effort this week, unless you die and everybody bonsais and gets lucky. All right. But it's a total team effort. Unload fast this week. Track position is always keen, but this week, if it happens early, you can come back. If it happens late, you're done. You're smoked. You'll never back, and you better have a good car to climb back up because they get stretched out here, minus restarts. So we'll see what happens. But and last but not least, always a factor, fuel mileage, baby. I mean, this week we'll see how the cautions fall. Stages are back in play. So we went away from stage racing to natural cautions, and we saw a Sonoma get ran in 2 hours and 10 minutes or whatever it was last year. And everybody got pissed off about that. But that's how I grew up watching. I don't know what they mean. I grew up watching every race with natural cautions. So stage is pretty cool, but they're back, and we'll see how they fall. We'll see who chooses to do what early in the season. Gamble. Yeah, if you're a smaller team or somebody that wants that win, gamble. Go for it. I mean, come on. What do you got to lose, man? Go for it. So getting into that money line, baby. But before we do money line, presented by Redfin Polarize, and I got them on. I wore them all weekend, and let me tell you, every car very clearly with these red fins, man. Maybe not saw the here. I did see the money on the line. Didn't quite hang it the way I wanted to, but these are some badass sunglasses, man. The best sunglasses on the planet. Italian frames, polarized Carl Zeiss lenses, every coloration you need for that water, whatever you need, baby, whether you're offshore, inshore, murky, you're this, you're that. They got everything you need. So many styles. I mean, an amazing company. Customer service is top notch. These guys are GA based, man. You got to spread the love. I'm telling you, like I said, whether you got date night, you in the woods, whatever it is you're hunting on, make sure you are seeing it right with those Redfin Polarized, baby. Check them out on website when you do get to check out. Hit them up with rubbing and grubbing, baby. Save 15%. So they got some good stuff coming out. I got to get with them, get a shirt and a hat this year for sure. I'll be on in the next few weeks buying that. But Redfin, top notch, baby. So getting into that top five, and I'm gonna tell you guys, we missed a little bit last week. We did not take C Bill on our money line bets if you follow us on Twitter, which how we didn't. I think I stayed up way too late Saturday night, and I took freaking Kyle Busch instead of Christopher Bell, which I'll never do again. I promise you, I'll never do again. But we're winning. We're coming back on. We did pretty good Friday and Saturday. Not so much Friday. I think we only won. What we bet, Lawrence, $25 to win 650. Yeah, we bet 25 and win $6.50. But I mean, that's kind of hard when Kyle Busch is in the field, you know. So Xfinity a little bit better. Xfinity a little bit better. Cup, not so much. Lost that ass on Cup, but we're coming back strong this week. So on the year, oh, did we got the on the year? Oh no, we don't have on the year, but we should be up about 400 something, 500 something. Yeah, units on the year, 400 something units on the year. 750. Lawrence going 750 plus. I'm saying more like 5. But either way, man, we're doing pretty good. But this week we're locking it in. I'm taking the number one road courser on the circuit. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't care who's arguing. You can argue with me till we're blue in the face. Tyler Reddick. I'm taking Tyler Reddick number one, baby. 45 car shows out. They show that strength right here. Reddick's got it going on. Two, come on, baby. This and they brought a third car into this whole scheme because guess what? We got 5 or 6 road course races now, whatever it might be, 4 or whatever it is. All we got to do is win one. I'll take SVG in that 88. I'll go ahead and take him second. Come on, man. I mean, like I said, I think it's some BS ish. You're going to see start a lot of teams if this is the way we go, which I don't think NASCAR will let it go that way, but you're going to see a lot of teams start running a road course ringer a few times a year. Lock yourself into the playoffs real easy if you're full time. 3, I'll take Kyle Larson, and I'm gonna tell you why. He impressed me in Atlanta, really did. Got 3 finish there, a place that he hadn't ran good since they reconfigured. Yeah, he's had success, but he's not known to being a road course racer. I think he backs it up. I think he comes in strong, another top 5 contends for a win. 4, come on, baby. You know I can't leave my boy Chase Elliott out of it. It's due. COTA could possibly be one of his worst. I think Sonoma is, but I'll take COTA on it. He's coming. He's coming. He's due, baby. He's due again. 5, runner up last week, winner from Atlanta, Christopher Bell. I tell you what, quietly good, solid. I think right now when we look, probably the best all around road course racer they got over at JGR. So dark horse, we ain't going super dark. Come on, man. Chris Buescher, you know he's good for a top 10 finish on a road course. And Michael McDowell in that 71 Spire, this is the reason they brought him over. And he's got to make his worth. He's got to pay his dues right now. It's time to come up, Michael McDowell. So we'll see. Getting ready to get into that hard right turn, y'all. But before we do, we're going to pause for station identification right here at Coach's Corner Sports Network. Man, I tell you guys what, it's been a good Wednesday. We're going to see. I lost 2 weeks. Lawrence, on the other hand, has won back-to-back weeks up here on our game of skill. I picked 10th. He picked 11th. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking that one bit. So I'm glad that he did. If anybody, I want to see my brother from another mother win for sure. My family win. But, I like to win too. I don't like starting off in the hole. So hopefully we got good luck charms and rainbows coming, baby. We'll see. All right, baby. Getting ready to get in that hard right turn. Got to give a big shout out to Lamar, my main man over there at Lamar's Body Shop, the best automotive collision service in Savannah. 35 plus years taking care of Savannah's auto collision needs. 2301 Skidaway Road. Hot skipping a jump right up from Coach's Corner, baby. I'm telling you, the man's got it going on. Doesn't matter what it is. You need parts replaced, paint job, insurance estimate. Make sure they drop it off over there at Lamar's Body Shop, man. Him and his dudes do a great job. Cut no corners, going to give it to you straight. And when it gets back, it's going to be pristine as always, man. Again, 2301 Skidaway Road. Hop, skip, and a jump from Coaches. Get a sandwich, go back, get the car, call Lamar, get it in, baby. Hey, as I always say, it don't matter. Why settle for parts? Call Lamar, baby. That's what it's all about right there. All right, man. Getting to that hard right turn, we're gonna get into Carson Hocevar and the backlash of the BS that this young kid caught. All right. So I'm gonna put it to you like this: anybody that dissed on Hocevar this weekend, anybody, right, has been aggressive. I don't care if it's Blaney. I don't care if it's Elliott. I don't care who it is. Hamlin. I don't care. Ross Chastain, of all people, definitely shouldn't be upset at the end of the race about moves. Kyle Busch. I mean, look, man, this kid is a young, up and coming driver in a smaller team that had an opportunity to win his first race in a sport that NASCAR made. If you win, you're in. And he did nothing wrong other than making aggressive moves and being aggressive. That's all he did wrong. Young kid, aggressive, and this and that. Benny Hamlin talked about it. Kuth, it's been out the window 10 years ago, 12 years ago, okay? I'm going to right now, chalk it up. It's done. When NASCAR implemented winning your end, aggressiveness is key. That's it, especially at super speedways. Coming down. I don't care if it's all race or coming down to the end. Christopher Bell's happy he was aggressive because that he got and the shot he gave him propelled him to a win. Otherwise, he would have finished second. You can't be mad at the man for being a young, up and coming driver on an underfunded team compared to the big three or compared to whoever and get out there. But I don't hear nobody bitching about Kyle Larson. Ain't a thing being said about Kyle Larson bumping this, bumping that, him and Cinder moment. Oh, racing too tight, this and this. What's aggressiveness? Being too hard on the throttle, hitting too hard, pushing too hard to go. Hey, at the end of the day, man, if you're scared, just say you're scared. Get out of line, let somebody else get in. Does it cause problems? Does it cause chaos? Does it cost money? Yeah. Do y'all pay for it? Name me one driver out of Denny Hamlin, okay, that pays for what's wrecked. BK. Okay, there you go. There's two. We got two. BK. That quick. Another, right? Not in that series. Not in that series. They ain't paying. They're paying you to drive the race car and win races. Those sponsors want to see them getting trophies, winning championships, being in victory lane. They don't care how you got to do it. They really don't, to be honest. You're going to tear up race cars, whether it's your fault or not. You could blow a tire and wreck a new race car, or you could wreck a race car going for a win. I'm not mad at Carson Hocevar one bit. The heat he's taking, I think, is bullshit. That's my last dollar, by the way. I think that anybody that thinks anything other than that is just too late, man. You got to give it to him. I think that all comes with the sport we're in today. And again, he's a young kid. He's going to learn. Benny said it. He's going to learn. More times he goes to Daytona, more times he's in it, up front, running with those guys and what's expected, you'll learn. Kyle Busch, one of the most aggressive drivers ever. How many races you see him wreck people to win? Dale Sr., how many? Jeff Gordon, how many? It's part of the sport, man. You start taking that out, you're taking the heart out. Might as well just turn the TV off. I don't want you as a fan. Just my thoughts. Nobody wanted a piece of it. Yeah, exactly. Hey, that's it, baby. We're done with the rubbing. We are on to the grub. And I got a treat tonight. Lawrence called it out. He went in. Just some munchies. Just some munchies, baby. Little fried pickles. And I'm telling you guys, these are probably the best fried pickles in town. We got that homemade pickle sauce right here. Boy, these things are fire. Deep fried, golden brown, a ton. I mean, this is probably what? That's a pound of pickles, easy. Pound of pickles. I'm telling you, anything you want, any kind of sauce, Coach's Corner got you covered right here, Thunderbolt, Georgia, the center of the universe. It's like a mini play. Oh, I'm about to tear them down. You know, as soon as I get out the show, we're about to tear these up, man. Coming up right here in the Sound Garden, March 7th, baby. We got a Deposhimo tribute. What's the name, Lawrence? What is it? Lawrence, this is Lawrence's jam now. What is it? Fashion for what? Fashion First. There it is. Fashion First coming right here March 7th in the Sound Garden. Get your tickets now. Going to be kicking it off, baby. A live show. They are amazing. Lawrence has seen some videos. They got a big crowd already set up coming out to kick off the season. So make sure you're coming out. Followed up Saturday night. Another great local band right here. Dropkick Turbo is coming up to the Sound Garden. These guys rock it out, man. Arena Rock. They're covering all the sing-alongs. A hell of a show if you have not seen them. Make sure you're coming out and getting those tickets right here. Eventbrite, you can also buy them in person at Coach's Corner. But make sure you get them because I'm telling you, it's going to sell out. The weather's beautiful. Next weekend, man, we're going to be in the 60s. 55 at night. Come on, baby, come out. It's time to start getting live. Patty's Day is around the corner. You better start pre-gaming because if you don't, you're going to be behind come Patty's Day. So come get it. Make sure you stay in tune. Carl DeMasi coming on tonight, right, Lawrence? No show next week. Tomorrow. Coach got a show tomorrow. Sorry, y'all, I don't have it in here. Got a show tomorrow coming on. Love 'em to death. Make sure you're tuning in. 7 right here in the Sound Garden live, keeping you up to date. Everything prep sports in the area. Also talking a little national sports, I'm sure. A little basketball. Getting into that college basketball. March Madness coming up. I'm telling you, Coach will keep you live. Maybe me and Coach will do a bracket. Maybe we'll do a thing for charity. Me and Coach run a basketball March Madness bracket head to head. for X amount donated to a charity. I have to talk to him, but I think we'll do that. I think we'll get him on that. Right, Lawrence? That sounds pretty good. We'll do that. I don't even watch college basketball, but anyways, at the end of the day, thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Have a great time in Atlanta. Be back in June. Hey, we've got a lot of good giveaways coming up. Make sure you're staying tuned right here with Rubbin' and Grubbin'. Following Coach Carl out there on his YouTube as well. And most importantly, following Coach's Corner right here, baby. I'm telling you, keeping you update. Live entertainment. Best place to be. Coach's Corner Sports Network, Wednesday night, right here, Rubbin' and Grubbin'. Love y'all. Till next time, be safe. Wash your hands, y'all.